It is often said that life will not always give us what we want, but what we are willing and ready to fight for. Hello, welcome to this Late Talk episode. Please journey with me as I share with you my life story. Like every normal child, I was born into a very beautiful young family of 3 in a beautiful village in the northern part of Cameroon. But the joy surrounding my birth was very short-lived because I lost my father 3 months after I was born. It was a very devastating moment for my family and especially for my mom, who was only a young wife. As if that wasn't enough, I took ill and it was quite critical. I was ill for a very long period of time, about 2 years. During this time, my mother tried all she could, medical care, herbal care, and none of it was working. A lot of people around her told her that I wasn't going to make it, but she kept the faith and she kept trusting God. And 2 years later, graciously, the Lord answered her and I was fine. But when I got well, she was skeptical about sending me to school. Please be reminded that my father did not believe in a girl child's education, contrary to my mother. So once he was alive, none of my older siblings went to school. So when he died, my mother had that opportunity to send her children to school. But with me, since I was a sickler, I didn't start school immediately. So my uncle, who lived in town then, just had his first baby. And as the official babysitter of the family, duty was calling. I was quite excited about this. I didn't even care I wasn't going to school. I was just excited about the fact that I could babysit children. So I traveled to town. It was an exciting experience and I took care of his baby for 2 years. And then I started school. It was quite a very swift journey because I navigated through school quite early and fast. And I got to high school. Now I come from a place where they believe so much in early marriages. That is where my very big problem started. So I had to meet the big challenge when my uncle wanted me to get married, but I wasn't sure that was it for me. I just started understanding that there is more to life. I just started understanding that it's not all about growing, getting married and having children. There is a relevance to life. There is a reason why we are here, and until we fulfill that reason, we are not living. I was still struggling to find myself. I struggled a lot with fear, shyness, low self-esteem, and a lot of things. So I was struggling to find myself. But when this problem came up, it caused a tussle and led to separation. So I lost a sponsor, I lost a tutor, I lost a father figure at that point. So I went back and I had to be with my mother. But this time around, I had to start living all by myself. I succeeded through my A-levels and I went into the university. When I got to the university, I started getting intentional. I started asking myself intentional questions. What are you here for? I started seeking relevance. I started feeling like there should be more to life. And I spent hours and hours in my room asking questions. I remember sometimes crying because I didn't want to live the ordinary life. I wanted to live something impactful. So in one of my sessions with the Lord, that is when I had that inspiration to start my very first company, which is Nature Delis, and we deal with natural fruit juice. I had so much love for humanity. I've always had a lot of love for humanity. I like seeing people living well, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I just wanted to be so well. So I started that first company, and when I started originally, it wasn't even for the profit of it. It was just for me finding relevance in what I was doing. And that's how it grew into a business. We are not where we are going to already, but we are grateful for the progress that we are doing daily. When I started asking those questions, another thing I involved myself in is reading books and attending personal development programs. And one thing too that I did to overcome my struggle was self-love. Yes, I decided and intentionally started loving myself seriously. I knew that I needed this amount of love in my life to be able to share the love I want to share to the world. So that is how my breakthrough came. I started living, I started involving myself in projects and all of that. So what am I saying? I'm just saying that some of the beautiful breakthroughs in your life might come in not so beautiful packages. It's okay. Be patient and walk through. Sometimes you might not have clarity from the very first step. Don't stop. Keep going. Someday you'll be glad that you took that very first uncertain step, because it led you to that very beautiful destination. I'm glad I shared this with you today. I hope it inspires, encourages, and it challenges you. Bye bye.
We are the champions, shaping history. We are the heroes, hope for the future.